Okay, this is slide 1 of the Integumentary System microscope slide view. And we are looking right now at 40x objective, which is the smallest objective. And we're looking at this slide of the mammalian skin, so that's us. And what you're looking at here is literally a slice of the skin, with the top being the epidermis, and then you see all of those hair shafts into the dermis, and you also see down there at the bottom below all those pink shafts of hair, the hypodermis at the very bottom. And then at the very, very bottom, there's a layer of sort of darker red, and when we zoom in, we'll take a look at what that is, okay? So what I want you to notice about this slide is all of the hair follicles and how dense it is, and where they are situated, the hair follicles at the very base of the reticular layer. You also see a sort of dense layer of cells at the very top where those hair shafts are coming out of the epidermis, and so you can kind of distinguish between the dermis and the epidermis at this magnification. So now you're going to zoom in to the yellow, the next bigger zooming, and I want you to take a look here at the sort of shingled, layered structure of the hair shaft as it forms. That's that idea that the melanin layers of cells are shingled, and that's to help keep the cells or the hairs from matting or becoming dreadlocks, right? You also see in some places, if you zoom around, if you move the slide around, you can see some of the hair follicles you can see completely all the way from the base up to and through the epidermis. And those are kind of cool. The rest of them just look like little circles. You can also start to see better the separation between the reticular layer, which is loose connective tissue, and the thick, dense connective tissue of the epidermis. So we're going to zoom in one more. So do that now, zoom in, and then we're going to sort of move the magnification in and out till you get a clear view. Can you really see the layers of those hair shafts? You can also see, if you move up towards the top of so you're looking at the epidermis, where it's super dense and lots of pink tissue. It looks really scattered, but you can definitely see that stratum corneum, which is the layer on the surface where it just looks like sheets of skin, and that's the dead keratinized sheets of cells that are your stratum corneum. And then if you move the slide all the way down through the reticular layer, through the hypodermis to the bottom where that brown tissue is, and now you focus on that, hopefully you'll see a bunch of striations in these cells, and this is the muscle that the hypodermis is attached to underneath. You see a very small layer of that. And if you move around, you can definitely, I hope, convince yourself that you see cells with striations. And so you have a small, thin layer of muscle cell attached there at the bottom of the hypodermis. Okay, so that's all we need to see for this slide. You can move on to the next one. But please first take the magnification back to the smallest magnification, so those lenses are furthest away from the slide, and turn your light off before you move on to the next one.